So we're back for another Rebirth breakdown, playing with complete randoms. I'm going to show off two different matches today using the M13 and the MP7. So if you want to go ahead and try out that class, more than welcome to. But the overall point of this video is to kind of break down some of the different stats that you can use when playing with randoms, at least until you have other people to play with, or if you are playing with your normal friends, so you can actually get more wins. Because in the specific matches I'm showing off today, we end up getting 2 wins with complete randoms. And I only played 4 matches. I got 3 wins in 4 matches with complete randoms every time, and you'll kind of see how the stuff plays out. So normally when I play with people that I know are pretty good, we'll land a little bit hot at prison. We'll try and get you know, as much money as we can, get a loadout instantaneously. But a lot of times when I play with randoms, I'll land a little bit further away. I'll try and get loot so that if I need to get a loadout, I'll be able to. Usually trying to get, decent floor guns so I can challenge stuff, because a lot of times with the Battle Royale, there's a little bit of RNG. I don't want to have to end up with an M60 when other guy has an RPD. So I do a good job trying to figure out where people are landing at the beginning, and then I go in and I try to figure out, hey, you know what weapons I want. I ended up with the Bullfrog here and an RPD. Teammates, they ended up being like super fast. They got a loadout almost instantly. Now I have a position where I can actually get a UAV. And like I talked about in the last one, sometimes what I'll do is stay near my team, but not hover over them. There's a huge difference. I think a lot of times in Rebirth, people tend to hold hands, and you set yourself up. One is, maybe you get manageable gunfights, but if things go south, you can get the whole team wiped, and then there's no more respawns. So I'm getting my loadout, M13, like I said, MP7. I can see there's guys up on the tower. You kind of learn what areas you need to avoid. I thought, hey, you know what? Maybe if I could see that guy, I'll take him out. But I couldn't. UAV is pretty early. Most people do not have a ghost at this point. So I'm already thinking I want to push the people over here at the top of prison. So what I do is I come around. I feel like it's pretty safe. I can hear the action going on in front of me. I can see it on the minimap. I peek it really quick, and then I get some shots in. A third party, get that down, get the thirst. I reload, and then I go ahead and take out the other guy. Even though it's not my kill, I'll get another pulse. It'll tell me where all his teammates are. You can see one's down low, and then the rest are up top. So what I'm going to do is come back around. I know the guy is still on that blue ping, so I back off just to change the angle. And I'm at an angle where he couldn't hit me at. And then I backed up, instantly beamed him. And then he knows that he doesn't have a self-revive, so he ends up leaving there. His teammates landing in. I'm seeing where they go. Not trying to make a lot of noise here, just because I know that there's a team on this side that I want to flank. And you can see I'm not like literally hovering over my team. I still have one teammate that never left the first building. All 3 of them are kind of huddling, holding hands. But I'm not like being overly aggressive to put myself in a bad situation. I know there's one there. I didn't fire yet. I go up, I mount, and then I instantly beam him and then thirst him. You can see all 3 of his teammates are down low. And then there ended up being some guy on the water tower that was hitting me that I think he jumped off when I looked away here. Or he went around the backside. So I was like, damn, that guy ruined it. I would have been up top, and I would have had a perfect line of sight to basically take him out right there. You can see there's another guy here. I'm just kind of watching, seeing where they go. A lot of times people will glide either on a loadout or near their teammate. So that tells you 2 different things. One, if they land on their loadout, easy kill. If they land on their teammates, well, now you at least know where people are. I can see there's like 4 loadouts there, so I'm kind of watching out. Somehow our loadout ended up being on top of the prison. There's a guy further away, and I wasn't sure if that guy was still on the water tower. So I'm just kind of keeping an eye out. And you can see there's a little bit of action going on. I do see a little red dot on this side. I peek it. I spot the guy. Take him down. I know there's one below me, so as soon as I thirst this, I'm backing off. And then I'm going to go ahead and try and take a different angle. I can see all of his teammates. There's one below me, and then there's 2 further down that I know are there, and then there's ones on the other side here that I want to try and get involved in. I get that prox mine. I throw down the prox mine. Teammate ended up getting a kill there. And then I go ahead and pick my nades back up, or my semtex. I'm coming back over here, seeing who we got sniped from. I come back over, and then I'm able to get that res. He already was self-reviving, so that was a huge plus. And then I start getting beamed. Somehow the guy came up there. I'm playing my life. I'm trying to self-revive without taking too much damage from his thermite. My teammate, one got down, but the other one's still alive. And what I do is I go down, I prone so I could plate up. I can see my teammates kind of overlooking me. So this allows me to get a chance. He's buying some time. I come back out. I shoot at the other one in the back. And then I thought there was two because I still got another hit marker. Kill confirmed for my teammate. So pretty good there. Got a nice little, another clean kill. My teammates bought enough time for that to happen. You can see the zone is shifting pretty hard to the other side of the map. And there's only 3 teams left. So we know that there's still that one team that was a little bit further out. I'm peeking, using this more as a head glitch, because if you take damage, then you can kind of slip off and you're good to go. You just use the environment. He's saying that there's somebody underneath us. I didn't hear them, but he said that they were underneath. And that was kind of pretty much it. Also, with a lot of these, I don't usually calm. This guy was calming kind of some of the time, but I don't generally calm a bunch unless I feel like they need to know this. They landed right on the loadout. I was trying to get a little peek on it. The guy slipped under. I threw a nade. I know there's a door on that right side that I thought they were pushing towards. I back off. The guy ended up getting damaged that came through the door, right where the prox mine was. I don't think they got damaged from it. I'm taking another angle to try and see. I'm peeked all the right. I survey it. I'm peeking the loadout. And then just trying to see what's going on, right? That's kind of what you got to do in these scenarios. I'm not really overly pushing, overly committing. I don't know what the heck these guys were doing. My teammates were just up top. No one was firing at them. I don't know. I didn't do enough damage to down any of them. Like, literally, I only hit vehicles and tagged them up a little bit. And then I go for a pretty nice play on these guys here, which you guys will see in a quick second. So they said that he downed one. You know, you can see it on the thing. He downed one, and then he got downed. So 2 of them got killed. He did ping one. And then I make the 300 IQ or the 200 IQ play where I go for a flank, knowing that they're expecting. Watch, you guys will see it all play out. This was all, you know, planned. So I peek. I'm just doing like a shoulder, like real quick. I pre-fired, not even knowing if somebody's there. I hip fire, take that guy out. You can see the pulses. I back off to reload. My teammate's still nearby. I shoulder peek again, pre-firing. I don't even know if somebody's there. I'm just pre-firing. And then now my teammates are back. And then what I do is go for the flank. They're going to be hard looking at that door. I know the building well enough to jump down to the bottom, and I can end up right behind them. I was just trying to ADS walk so it makes less noise. I swept to my M13 because I figured they're still down the hall. They are shooting at my teammate. And then literally as he jumps out the challenge, has no clue, instantly deleted. There is one more that you can see it's pulsing. It's live pinged. I'm trying to push around. Maybe they won't expect it. And then he jumps out, and then teammates getting the revive here. So it worked out pretty well there. It could have been a little bit better. Could have been a little worse. But luckily we survived, right? Somebody is dropping in.
His enemy is on map.
So easy little kill here. He was grabbing his stuff. And you can see kind of how it worked. You got to use the different environment to your advantage. Obviously, those guys had lost a couple. They were going to hold hands. It worked out that I was able to get at least one of them. It would have been nice if I could have got 2, but kind of how it goes. This last part, I make the mistake. You'll see it kind of how it works. I did not see the second guy. I did grab the bounty since it is a 3v4 situation. I figured they would all be very close together, right? Either above or below this building. My teammate was on the right and my teammate was further on the right. I deal some damage. I peek further out to try and get a little bit of damage in. My teammate's calling in the cluster. I come up to try and get another angle on them. You can see my teammates push down on the right, so I figured the right side was clear. That was my bad for trusting that they had kind of cleared that out. And then I'm getting beamed from the other side, end up getting pinched. I know that there's only 12 seconds on this clock, so I bleed out. I figure, you know what? At least I'll get a guaranteed revive this way. My teammates, there's no way they choke this. I said, all right, cool. Let me go ahead and do this. I ended up thirsting myself pretty much. Even though in reality they could have ended up rezzing me, I would have ended up with one less death. But I was like, I'd rather have a almost guaranteed revive. So it's good. We end up getting the kill. We end up in a situation where it's a 4v2. And this is a pretty good spot because then, you know, we definitely have the numbers. We could trade out. I'm able to replay it up, get my guns, all that stuff. Super easy. And the nice thing about the current meta is I could have almost been using almost any of the regular guns and end up in a similar scenario. I popped the UAV. I figured there'd be one guy that didn't have ghost because he would have came back just the same way I did. But, you know, the other guy is still ghosted. So I already know kind of where the guy's going to be coming from. I was going to try and go for a little bit of a flank. And I was like, nah, I'll catch him when he rotates out. And then the other guy went for the rooftop, right? So now we know where both of them are. Actually, a third one came back too when I did. So he had a little bit of a revive. I took this one out. Nice little easy kill. I guess it wasn't super easy, but it could have been a little bit better. I just figured I was pretty confident that the guy wouldn't be able to take me out. Then we kind of have an idea where the last guy was. It's a 4v1. I'm listening for any kind of coughs. Seeing if anything's happening. It's like, what's going on here? Oh, not on this side, unless he went underneath, right? He could have gone all the way underneath, popped out this side. I mantled over. Oh, I thought I mantled over. Never mind. I jumped down this way. I'm pretty sure I go through and then I jump down. I'm like, I don't hear anything. There it is. He's fighting. Come through, and then I get a basically easy kill because he did a little bit of damage. I pre-fired as the guy comes out. A relatively easy kill, and then that's a W. So a similar tactic. Obviously, you land kind of with your team. Not ultra on top of each other, but close enough. I'm trying to peek to see if I can get any kills as people just land. Maybe they're not paying attention. But like I said, this one ends up being, I don't take a single bullet of damage. Obviously, there's positioning that plays into that, but also obviously, you know, if you get a little bit lucky on some of your positions, maybe the guy misses, you'll kind of see the opportunities where I could have taken damage, but I didn't. So I know that there's at least 2, maybe 3 on that side. I pick up that RPG just because I saw the helicopter land over here, so I'm like, ooh, maybe I could blow up their helicopter. That would be kind of sick. I line it up, and it ends up being a little bit short. See my teammates getting shot down low. I jump down. I come through. This guy was so damn thirsty. That's why I didn't take any damage. He should have been on the lookout if somebody was nearby. One of the reasons why thirsting or finishing off a kill is so popular in this mode is because it literally gives you that little ping. So I can understand why people thirst, especially in this mode. But compared to the Battle Royale, it's like, why do you thirst so much in Battle Royale? Play your life, play your position. But in this particular case, the self-revive guaranteed in the beginning causes a lot of changes to behaviors. So I'm trying to shoot that guy. The other guy jumps out this way. And then, or I guess he jumped back over. And you can see his teammates are up over by the, that water tower. I end up swapping guns because I didn't have enough ammo to reload. Coming back this way. Teammates reviving. I'm peeking. I go ahead and ping that guy. In case he decided to push, he landed on the heli, so it didn't matter. But if he was going to push, then at least I have that idea of where they were going. Still sitting on a cluster. I'll use that if I need to rotate or something like that, or if I just want to like cause a little bit of mayhem. Usually the easy way to do it. Teammates saying, hey, drop some money, we can get a loadout. Easy enough. I drop my money, then they end up buying a loadout. I don't grab it necessarily right away. I'm like, where the heck did this guy get sniped from? And then I see he's on top of the other side. You can see he's on this over here. I was looking at the mini map. You can see he's up here somewhere. I see him at the top. I was trying to mount the doorway, but some reason it only mounts inward. I single fire it because I know I'm not going to really hurt him. I call on a cluster, and this helps with for me to rotate and close the distance. And I'm going to end up getting out of here without like causing any issues, right? Like I know that I want to get to the loadout. I'm screening the area just to see if I hear anything. Clearly somebody's here, but that's the sound audio. Sometimes it's hard to tell if they're above, below, or indifferent towards you. So now we got 2 loadouts, and I'm like, all right, cool. I want to go grab this loadout. I see my teammates grabbing it, and I'm debating if I want to go. I come up to the roof. I can see that my teammate's on the roof, so I was like, all right, that's kind of odd. Where the heck did these guys go? So they're like in the building camping. I don't know where the heck they went. We end up taking care of them. We'll come back for them. Dead silence. Clutch. It's one of the most broken things in the game. So I got my loadout. And I'll use it at the right time so I can at least guarantee a kill. Because you should have almost never used... Like, obviously, if you're running away from engagement, dead silence is cool. But if you're going to be using it, you should almost always be getting a kill. There it is. The buy's going to push us back to the other side. I'm like, I think I want to buy UAV. Then I'll at least know where those guys are, right? So I got that really quick. Sometimes they'll spawn in the exact same location, you know, so that you like literally your teammate could just keep grabbing them because there's only so many buys, especially once the zones start closing. I'm peeking. I don't want to over commit. I come through. I can get the UAV. And then I don't pop the UAV just yet because I want it to last long enough where I'm going to be able to get my kills. I heartbeat just to double check. There's 2 in this building. I pop the UAV. I can see that the guy's on my level, so I pop the dead silence. I get good timing where he didn't notice me. I noticed him. I come through, easy shot in the back. Then I come up to the top. I know I got to push up really quick because this guy, otherwise he's going to hear me, right? I'm trying to get all the use of the dead silence out as I can. I know exactly where the guy's at. I'm going to go ahead and pre-aim the spot where I think he's at. He ended up being on the ground. Teammate ends up taking the kill, but it worked out. We got a clean little trade there where we feel good. And then that team is essentially nothing we got to worry about now. Teammates, they could get their self-revive at that buy station. It's just a matter of what they want to do. I was seeing like, what the heck do I want to buy? There's nothing really I needed. Rotating back to the other side. You can see I'm working my way back around. I wanted to try and get up top just so I could see an angle on these people that are doing the recon. Because they're doing the recon, they kind of gave away their position. I'm looking at where the recon could be. It's getting right next to the buy. I rotate in because I saw the guy was up there by that quad. And then now I'm going to try and take an angle where I can mount up. And I saw the guy cross from left to right. And I'm like, oh, shoot. This is a dangerous spot. So I was like, I should back off. I peek again. Since I know that they kind of have to rotate into a position, I don't have a lot of ammo. That was really one of my concerns here. From those other things that were going on, I just didn't have enough ammo. So I don't want to overcommit until I felt confident. The teammate starts pushing. And then they start pushing on these guys. And I was like, damn, I wish I had ammo. I let those 2 cross and I try to get the last one. Just not enough. I just didn't feel comfortable with my ammo. Or else I could have started beaming them a lot sooner. So it's 2 teams fighting. And I'm debating if I want to go ahead and push that. Especially with the bullets. But I need the ammo. MP7's still good enough to get the job done though. So I tap fire that guy. All right, what do I do? Like, all right, cool. There's one. Now it's my chance to push. They're going to be distracted from the other side. They might not notice this guy's landing up top. Means he doesn't have his loadout unless he was somehow up top there. You can see they're fighting. I'm walking again. Pre-aiming. I'm like, all right, are they well? So I know which way to react. I have my crosshairs kind of at the center. Centering could have been a little bit better on the right. I just put it at the middle. So if I knew if the guy was jumping down, I would see him there. You can see the pulse. I push forward. I jump like that. Saw that guy. This guy's peeking with the sniper. He misses shot. If he hits the shot, I'm dead, right? I melee him. And there he goes. Teammates up there. Finishes him off. We got the team wipe. So I was like, woohoo, I have ammo again. And then somebody started shooting at us. I pop a UAV here for later. And then I come back in here just so I can get the ammo refill. That's a pretty, you got to know where a lot of those are on this map. I don't know exactly where they were getting shot from. You can see the guy up top on the water tower. He was just up top there. I'm just trying to break the line of sight. You can see where they're firing at. I'm like, all right, cool. There's only 2 other teams. Right? Our teammate got one of them down. I'm like, all right, okay. They're all on the water tower. 3 of them. I'm like, all right, cool. Let me work my way this way. I do have a UAV. I don't want to waste it. I was like, damn, I want to really like, you know if anyone's behind me. Obviously, they could have ghosts. I could have grabbed a ghost loadout there if I wanted. All right, now we know where pretty much everyone's at. I feel comfortable because that's definitely 2 teams split there. I can see him firing right there, but I don't have an angle. That's one of these like thing with this map. It has very terrible spots. I can see the guy on the bottom. He's rotating his round. He's going to end up shooting my team in the back. I saw the edge of his gun there. I creep up. Instantly destroy him. He had no clue I was there. And his teammates start shooting at me, but they miss. I get in here. I throw a trophy in case they decide to stun me or anything wonky. And then I'm just kind of peeking, seeing what's going on. Because I know everyone else is low, so they don't have a really good vantage point of me. You see they're running around. I actually didn't know if you could shoot through this, but you can see right here. They ended up messing around, I think. He's like, what? So there's still 2 up top here.
Troops in contact.
And I'm really paying attention to this because for anyone to rotate up this right side, it's a hard push. I know kind of where my teammates are. They're with the last enemies. It's a 4v2 up top in a solo. So I creep the edge of this gas. And I want to keep an eye on this tower because that's where I'm going to get shot from. More than likely, that is where I'll get shot from. I'm just continuing to peek it. Unfortunately, it stays in the zone. So I come through, mount up. I'm just kind of like shoulder peeking really quick. Teammate got that guy, so it's a 4v2. Instantly, he had no plates from all the damage he took up there. I ended up shooting the last one. I just couldn't get the reload off because of the gas mask animation before I started shooting. And then the teammate ends up finishing that guy off with like the 1 or 2 bullets. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. If you'd like to see more of these on the channel, please remember to hit the like button. If you're brand new and want to find your way back, double check, make sure you subscribe with notifications on. Appreciate your support. Thank you for watching. As always, have a great day.